Today, I invite you to discover the unique beauties of Turkey. We have listed these magnificent places that are unique in the world for you, region by region. We will visit 25 different wonderful locations in Turkey and show you what you can do in these places. But first, don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Now, if you are ready, let's start this fascinating discovery. We start our list from the Aegean region, and our first stop is Ölüdeniz. It is a neighborhood and touristic town in the Fethi district. Ölüdeniz Beach was chosen as the most beautiful beach in the world in 2006, and it gets its name from its calm and waveless sea. This sea is renewed every day with its spring waters, salt difference, and tidal effect. You can do many activities in Ölüdeniz, such as swimming in the sea, flying with a parachute, visiting the Butterfly Valley and Gemler Island. To reach Ölüdeniz, you need to take a shuttle service from Dalaman Airport for about an hour. There are also hotel, hostel and apartment options suitable for every budget. Our second stop is the ancient city of Ephesus. Ephesus, located in the Selçuk district, is one of the oldest and most magnificent ancient cities in Anatolia. The city of Ephesus hosts many historical artifacts from the Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk and Ottoman periods. When visiting Ephesus, you should definitely see places such as the Selçuk Library, the Temple of Artemis, the Temple of Hadrian, the Great Theatre, and the House of the Virgin Mary. Ephesus is a unique cultural heritage that has witnessed every period of history. Our third stop is Pamukkale. Pamukkale, one of the most beautiful natural sites in Turkey, is famous for the carbonate mineral left by the thermal water. The ancient Greek city of Hierapolis, built on Pamukkale, is located on top of the Travertine Formation. This region has been attracting visitors with its thermal springs since classical antiquity. One of the best ways to visit Pamukkale is to visit the ruins of the ancient city of Hierapolis, swim in the Travertine terraces and benefit from its healing waters. Pamukkale is one of the most valuable cultural and natural heritages of Turkey. It was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List together with Hierapolis in 1988. I suggest you make your plans to see Pamukkale right away. Our fourth stop is the Çanakkale Martyrdom. The Çanakkale Martyrdom is a monumental tomb built in memory of the soldiers who lost their lives in the Battle of Çanakkale during World War I. The Çanakkale Martyrdom is located on the Gallipoli Peninsula and consists of 33 different martyrs. The most important part of the Çanakkale Martyrdom is the 57th Regiment Martyrdom. This is where the 57th Regiment under the command of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk showed great heroism and stopped the enemy advance. Among the activities you can do in the Çanakkale Martyrdom are visiting the martyrs' cemeteries, seeing the traces of the war, learning historical information and experiencing emotional moments. The best time to visit the Çanakkale Martyrdom is spring and fall. Our fifth stop is Cappadocia. Cappadocia, one of the most fascinating and mysterious regions of Turkey, is a place where nature and history come together with its fairy chimneys, houses carved into rocks, churches and underground cities formed as a result of volcanic activities 60 million years ago. The best way to discover Cappadocia is to take to the sky with a balloon in the early hours of the morning and watch the unique view. There are many places to visit in Cappadocia. However, the most popular ones are Yüksekhisar Castle, Gorim Open Air Museum, Ihlara Valley, Avanos and Ürgüp. Don't forget to taste the delicious food of Cappadocia. You can try local specialties such as testi kebab, pot beans, apricot dolma and wedding soup. Our sixth stop is Anıtkabir. Anıtkabir is the museum of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder and first president of the Republic of Turkey. Anıtkabir was built in Razatep in the Çankaya district of Ankara. The architectural style of Anıtkabir reflects the characteristics of Turkish architecture and carries symbolic meanings. Inside Anıtkabir, there is the body of the second president İsmet İnönü, as well as Atatürk's body. Around Anıtkabir, there are sections such as the Atatürk and War of Independence Museum, the Road with Lions, the Ceremonial Square, and the Victory Tower. Activities you can do in Anıtkabir include visiting Atatürk's tomb, visiting the museum, watching ceremonies, and resting in Anıtkabir. Any time is suitable to visit Anıtkabir, but it is more meaningful on special days such as November 10th. Our next region is southeastern Anatolia and our seventh stop is Göbeklitepe. It is a Neolithic site located 18 kilometers northeast of Şanlıurfa in the southeastern Anatolia region of Turkey. Göbeklitepe is the oldest known temple in the world and dates back 12,000 years. Göbeklitepe has round and oval structures made of T-shaped limestone columns. Human, animal and abstract motifs are carved on these columns. Göbeklitepe is considered a religious center created by hunters and gatherers. It was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2018. And our eighth stop is Patara Beach. Patara, which is affiliated with the Kars district of Antalya, is one of the important cities of the Lycian civilization. In addition to its historical ruins, Patara also has the longest beach in Turkey. Places to visit in Patara include Patara Ancient City, Patara Beach, Patara Lighthouse and Jelimiz Village. When you come to Patara, you can enjoy the historical and natural beauties, swim in the sea or slide down the sand dunes. Patara is also the breeding ground of the endangered Karaca turtles. Therefore, I kindly ask you to be environmentally sensitive at the beach. And we are heading to our last region, the Black Sea. And our ninth stop is Lake Abant. It is a lake located 34 kilometers southwest of Bolu and is famous for its natural beauty. Lake Abant was formed as a result of a volcanic eruption and has a wonderful view with the forested areas around it. The water of Lake Abant is clear and clean, and fish species such as trout live in the lake. Activities you can do in Lake Abant include walking around the lake, cycling, horseback riding, picnicking, fishing and taking photos. The best times to visit Lake Abant are spring and autumn. The colors of the lake are more vibrant and beautiful in these seasons. And our 10th stop is Sümela Monastery. Sümela Monastery is located in the Maçka district of Trabzon. The monastery, a magnificent structure built on the slopes of Karadag, was founded by two priests in the 4th century AD and over time became an important Christian pilgrimage center. Inside the monastery are sections such as frescoes, a church, a library and a kitchen. The most fascinating aspect of Sümela Monastery is that it is integrated with nature. While visiting the monastery, you can see every shade of green and breathe the cool air of Karadag. And our 11th stop is Ayder Yaylası. Ayder Yaylası, one of the most beautiful yaylası in the Black Sea region, offers peace to its visitors with its lush nature, waterfalls, hot springs and historical houses. You can go on nature walks in Ayder Yaylası, participate in adventure sports such as rafting and zipline, and taste local dishes such as kavurma, cornbread and laz borek. When you come to Ayder Yaylası, I recommend you to see places such as Kagar Mountains National Park, Ceylan Toulouse Elalisay and Zilkal. And our 12th stop is Hagia Sophia. One of the most important historical structures in Istanbul, Hagia Sophia has had great importance in both architectural and religious terms for over 1,500 years. Hagia Sophia was built as a church in 537 by the Byzantine Emperor Justinianus. It was converted into a mosque by Fatih Sultan Mehmed in 1453 and became a museum in 1935. It was reopened as a mosque in 2020. When visiting Hagia Sophia, you should consider its historical and cultural value as well as its structural features such as its dome, mosaics, mihrab, pulpit and columns. And our 13th stop is Bursa Ulu Mosque. Bursa Ulu Mosque was built by Yildirim Bayezid at the end of the 14th century. The mosque has 20 domes, 12 columns, 192 windows and 2 minarets. One of the most striking features of Bursa Ulu Mosque is the works of Hadith art engraved on the walls. These works include Quranic verses, hadiths, prayers and poems. There is also a fountain, a library and a museum inside the Ulu Mosque. Activities you can do in Bursa Ulu Mosque include visiting the mosque, performing prayers, examining calligraphy and visiting the museum. Any time is suitable to visit Bursa Grand Mosque, but Fridays can be more crowded. And our 14th stop is Lake Salda. It is surrounded by limestone and serpentine slopes covered by pine and oak forests in the closed basin in Yeselovit district. There are small alluvial plains on its shores. Its water is a slightly tectonic lake, and with a depth of up to 184 meters, it is one of the deepest lakes in Turkey. Lake Salda fascinates those who see it with its natural beauty and turquoise color. In addition to swimming in the lake, you can rent a bike, camp or enjoy the view from the viewing terraces. And our 15th stop is Manavgat Waterfall. A waterfall formed on the Manavgat River. The waterfall attracts attention not with its height but with its width. While visiting the waterfall, you can listen to the sound of the waterfall, have a picnic or join a boat tour. There are also natural beauties such as Oyma Pinar Dam Lake and Cappadocia Canyon near Manavgat Waterfall. Now we are going to the central Anatolia region and our 16th stop is Salt Lake. Salt Lake is the second largest lake in Turkey and one of the largest salt lakes in the world. The water of the lake contains 33% salt, and therefore the only living species living in the lake are small shrimps called Artemia salina. Salt Lake dries up especially in the summer months and forms a white salt layer. This layer reflects the sunlight and offers a magnificent view. Among the activities you can do in Salt Lake, the best time to visit Salt Lake is in the summer season, walking on the beach covered with salt crystals and taking photos. We turn our route to the Black Sea and our 17th stop is Safranbolu. Located in the Karabakh province of Turkey, Safranbolu is a historical city where you can see the most beautiful examples of Ottoman architecture. Safranbolu was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1994. Places to visit here include Sinsiyan, Kaymakamlar, Museum House, Tokatli Canyon and Clock Tower. When you come to Safranbolu, do not return without tasting the local delicacies saffron Turkish delight, zurd and saffron tea. And our 18th stop is the Maiden's Tower. One of the indispensable places of the Bosphorus view is undoubtedly the Maiden's Tower. Built on a tiny island off the coast of Salkak, the tower is the subject of many legends. The Maiden's Tower, which has a very old history, was once used to collect taxes from ships passing through the Bosphorus. We recommend that you get a museum card to go to the Maiden's Tower. If you have a museum card, you can go to the Maiden's Tower by paying only the 50 Turkish lira road fee. The entrance fee to the Maiden's Tower is 400 Turkish lira for visitors who do not have a museum card. And our 19th stop is Düden Waterfall. Düden Waterfall is a waterfall located in the center of Antalya and is famous for its natural beauty. Düden Waterfall was formed where the Düden River flows into the Mediterranean. The green areas and caves around Düden Waterfall are also worth seeing. Activities you can do at Düden Waterfall include watching the waterfall, taking photos, having a picnic and visiting the caves. The best times to visit Düden Waterfall are spring and autumn. Our current route is the Black Sea region and our 20th stop is the Bandırma Ship Museum. The Bandırma ship was an important vehicle for Mustafa Kemal Ataturk and his comrades to start the national struggle for Turkey on May 19, 1919. Carrying important soldiers, this ship was brought from Istanbul to Samsun and became a vehicle that determined and carried the fate of a nation. In the cabin inside the ship, there are wax statues of Mustafa Kemal and his comrades. You can rest in the park around the museum, take a walk, or have tea and coffee towards the beach. You can also visit the uniquely beautiful Samsun, and most importantly, your visit date here should definitely be May 19th. And our 21st stop is Karaca Cave. Karaca Cave, which takes its name from the neighborhood of the village where it is located, is a magnificent natural wonder that nature has created with millions of years of effort, has been patiently carved, and every point is given the same care. The cave, which can be reached by following the 4 km road that branches off 12 kilometers north of the Gümüşhane-Trabzon highway, has facilities where visitors can meet their needs such as eating, drinking, resting and buying souvenirs. It is a little-known story about Karaca. A love story. It is the story of 2 young people who are madly in love with each other but can never get together. We are going to the southeastern Anatolia region and our 22nd stop is Mardin, a historical and cultural city located in the southeastern Anatolia region of Turkey. Mardin has hosted different religions and civilizations and is famous for its stone architecture, mosques, churches, monasteries, madrasas and inns. One of the most important symbols of Mardin is the Dirol Zafaran Monastery. This monastery was the center of the Syriac Orthodox Patriarchate from the 5th century until 1932. Other places of interest in Mardin include the Ulu Mosque, Kasamai Madrasa, Zinkarai Madrasa, Mardin Museum, Savrikapahani and Artukla Bath. Don't leave without trying the delicious dishes of Mardin. You can try local flavors such as ikli koft, stuffed ribs, sembasek, kaid mumbar and kaka. And our 23rd stop is Mount Nemrut. It is a 2,150-meter high mountain located in the Adıyaman province of Turkey. It is famous for the tombs and monumental statues built by the Commagene king Antiochus I to show his gratitude to the gods and ancestors. These statues were carved by blending Hellenistic Persian and Commagene art. Nemrut was also included in the World Heritage List in 1987. On the east and west terraces, there are statues of Antiochus and the god and goddess, as well as statues of lions and eagles. On the west terrace, there is a unique lion and horoscope. The best time to go to Mount Nemrut is in the summer months. You can go up to the terraces in the early morning or evening hours to watch the magnificent sunrise and sunset of Mount Nemrut. It is one of the most valuable cultural and natural heritages of Mount Nemrut. Our 24th stop is Göçek, a town in the Fethi district of Muğla. It is 30 kilometers away from the center of Fethi. Göçek is famous for its natural beauties, blue cruise routes, marinas and luxury hotels. One of the most important features of Göçek is the 12 islands surrounding it. These islands have both natural and historical riches. Activities you can do in Göçek include yacht tours, trekking and cycling. The best time to go to Göçek is in the summer months, but the weather can also be nice in spring and autumn. To reach Göçek, you can fly to Dalaman Airport and use buses or minibuses to Göçek from there. And our last stop is Ihlara Valley. It is a natural formation located in the Güzlir district of Aksaray. The valley, which stretches along the bed of the Menendez River, is 14 kilometers long. The valley was formed as a result of volcanic activity. It is famous for its fairy chimneys and churches. The valley was a place of refuge for Christians during the Byzantine period. There are approximately 100 churches in the valley. The most important of these are Agakalti Church, Yalanli Church, Sambula Church and Salim Cathedral. The best times to go to Ihlara Valley are spring and autumn. To reach Ihlara Valley, you can use buses or minibuses departing from Aksaray or Nevşehir. I shared the most beautiful places of Turkey with you. I hope this video inspired you. Turkey is a country waiting to be discovered with its historical, natural and cultural riches. If you want to see these beautiful places, you can start making your plans. Before you leave here, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video and comment. In this way, you can support me and be informed about our new videos. See you in my next video. Goodbye.